Hello, I hope you guys can hear me. We will be starting very shortly. Alright, looks like we're jumping straight into qualifying as we see Law of the Streets already near turn 3, going towards turn 4 on his outlap. This is, of course, my first time commentating in this league. I hope you guys enjoy it. I apparently will be joined as we see Law of the Streets spin. It should be those cold tires. He has a little bit of end plate damage, so he will have to box right now. So we're going to be having to wait to look for his lap time. Let's see who else is out. Salty Sandman. Right now going... We are gonna watch Law of the Street go into the pits. It looks like he's spun again. Yeah, he is in the wall again, so a little bit of problems going on here for Law of the Streets early on. He is, of course, causing yellow flags. We are gonna switch over to Salty Sandman as he starts his first flying lap, the first flying lap of the session. Now we will ride on board, braking at the 100 or 75 meter board, turning in a little bit late here, way too much understeer. That's going to compromise his exit. Not a good start here for Salty Sandman. Now heading into turn 3, braking slightly late. It is pretty understeery here because it is a downhill corner, taking a lot of curb, not very recommended. But still going pretty strong. Now for the blind left-hander goes off the track, that might invalidate his lap. We'll have to wait and see for that. And now braking at the 50 meter board, turning in nice and too late. A little bit of a lockup there on the inside front. Gets on the exit pretty well. Able to take a pretty tight line. He should have moved more to the left to open up the corner a little bit more, carry more speed mid-apex. It looks like there is yellow flags in front of him. You watch him go through turn 14 here, lock up on the inside. That's very common for all the drivers. I'm trying to take as much of a wide entry as possible so you can get the power down as early as possible. There you go, DR is wide open now. And what's the first time of the day? It looks like he invalidated the lap time, so that's not going to count. Guaco instead with a 1:18.1. So pretty quick straight off the bat, as he just gets overtaken for first place just across the line, just 4 milliseconds separating the top two. This is very close already. I may need to turn up the volume. Which volume will I need to turn up? The game or my volume? As Liam Earl now sets the fastest lap by quite a margin here, so the other drivers will have to find quite a bit of time to catch up to him. Let's look at the gap, about 6.5 tenths to the leader, so they have to find more than half a second somewhere, as we see Dagon come out on the medium tires. So let's see what he was trying to do there. It looks like he went back into the pits. Look at Chris Mania now, who looks to be like he's on his flying lap, but he's going pretty slowly. Is that puncture? No, it's not. So it looks like he is on a cooldown lap. He might have made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, you can see him going really slowly as someone has spun in sector 1 going into turn 3. Looks like it is P6. Confirmed 1 MR. So Oxygen Thief able to pull a pretty good lap out of the bag here as he breaks. I'm not sure why, but he is on provisional pole by 3 milliseconds now. As we see someone has spun, it is once again, I think it's Guaco, isn't it, this time? Yeah, it is Guaco. So Guaco has spun around. So we have only seen 6 lap times set right now. Chris Mania with a 126.6 on the medium tires. Not where he wants to be. It is a good lap from Oxygen Thief here. Just barely inching out the lead on Liam Earl, but what can Guaco ubiquitous? I assume. Oh, Shadow, I guess. I'm not sure what he wants me to call him. But yeah, you can see the 3 of them all very close to each other, so they could be challenging. They just have to find just that a little bit of time to catch up to Liam Earl and Oxygen Thief. As we have yellow flags in sector 3 towards turn 14 there, but it looks like it's all cleared out already. It's right behind him. Let's see who's starting the flying lap. It looks like Ubiquitous is starting his lap. Now we'll ride on board with him to see how it goes. Braking. Oh, huge lock up there. That's gonna invalidate, like stop him from setting a good lap time, won't it? He is, of course, wearing out these tires too at the same time, so not a good idea to be locking up on your poly sim. Poly lap itself. And it looks like he might be getting into some traffic. It's either Guaco or Dagon in front. Yeah, it's Dagon in front of him, so he might have to either back off or Dagon just has to make a lot of space. He got him in the worst possible time in the chicane. And Dagon just stays on the racing line. I'm not sure Dagon should be doing that. He is on his out lap. We might have to take a look at that, but blocking the racing line on the exit of that chicane is pretty dangerous. Now Ubiquitous. His first 2 sectors look decent. He is on a 1 minute 10-11 seconds now, so he will come across the line with a pretty decent lap time. Yeah, that moves him up to 2nd place with a 1:16.8 as smooth operator. A 1:15.6, so just 6/10 once again faster as Goals 5 moves into 2nd place on the medium tires, no doubt, so 6/10 faster than Shadow. I'm assuming his name is Shadow. Let's head on board with Dagon, who is on a flying lap now. On medium tires once again, so you can see quite a variance in strategy between all the drivers. Trying to find which is the fastest way to complete the 50% race. Leaning on the throttle a little bit there, trying to irk out as much grip as he can. Now it's all about keeping as much speed through that corner. He will get slipstream a little bit, but now that's going to turn to dirty air for this really understeery left-hander coming up right about now. You can see him, no lockups. He is taking the curve a little bit on the inside, goes wide on the exit. Once again, sticks to the left, closes in, tries to go on the throttle as early, doesn't nail it all the way on the inside. That could be his way of trying to carry more speed as he ends up in P8 for 119.1. Looks like Goals will be going into the pits, I assume. Yeah, he is going to the pits. Else is on a flying lap. Liam Earl, he was on pole originally. In P5 right now. His last lap time was a 1:17.5. So this is his first flying lap since then. Once again, going a little bit wide, using that curve on the outside. As confirmed, goes on top with a 1:15.5, so that's a really good lap time. About a tenth and a half up on smooth operator as Liam Earl goes off the track there. That might invalidate his lap time. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, he's just weaving on the straights now, so that's the end of his qualifying run for that time around. Yes, I am. Alright, give me about a minute. Not even a minute. Just about 5 seconds. I'll just get this sorted up. Alright, we should be back and going well. So it looks like a lot of them are going back into the pits right now. Yeah, confirmed is going to be smooth operator, also going to the pits. The chosen one looks like he's about to, judging. He's either starting a new flying lap or he's going into the pits. He is using gear 5. It is causing yellow flags. There are yellow flags, in fact. In sector 2 also, so yes, so now the chosen one is going to start his flying lap. Goes wide on the exit, trying to straighten up early for the corner, get the power down early, get as much straight line speed as soon as possible along the main straight now. DR is wide open. You can see him pull to the left hand side of the track, brake as late as possible, turn in. You don't want to exactly clip the apex here, so you get a much wider exit, and he does just that. Go on the right side, sweeping in, is a little bit of a lockup there. That might cost him a little bit of time here. And he doesn't go all the way to the left side of the track, trying to carry as much speed. Now the blind left-hander turns a little bit early, but it's all good. He did clip the apex beautifully there on the exit too. Going well on the curb now for the chicane. Goes turns too late. Oh, I'm assuming that's lag. Can't really tell what happened there, as there is a little bit of fight going on track behind. In sector 2, you can see the yellow flags being waved between Chris Mania, Liam Earl and Shadow. As we watch the chosen one come on this really understeery left-hander. Goes pretty good on the exit there. Swings left once again, or drifts wide a little bit on the entry, so that's not going to help him much, but luckily the line is not too far away, so that's going to maintain him in P3 in fact, so he doesn't improve on his lap time. We'll go on board with Chris Mania now, who happens to go into the pits, so that's unfortunate. Looks like we are with Liam Earl, who's also in the pits now. How about Shadow? Shadow is starting his flying lap now. You can see his ERS maxed out. Of course, DRS also wide open as he sweeps into the first turn. Goes a little bit on the inside there, trying to close as much distance as possible. He swings right, swings the car left right after that. Able to keep the car in check, no oversteer moments over there. Looks like he's a pretty balanced setup here. But let's see how much speed he can take around the corner. He does have to brake quite a bit here. Maybe not as much downforce as some of the other drivers. But of course, now going into the chicane. Oh, lock up there on the inside front, going into the chicane, but it looks like he managed to slow the car down just in time. As he feathers the throttle here, now max throttle all the way. We have a car stopped in sector 2. It is yellow flags, but it looks like it's okay. That is a purple sector here from Shadow, so can he actually snatch pole from confirm? We have a minute and 43 seconds remaining, so it is going to come down to either this lap or the next one. So Shadow trying to slow the car down, shifting down a little bit too much there as he crosses the line and gets pole. Wow, by 0.3 of a second. That was a really good lap time there from Shadow. He just pulled it out of the back just when it matters, as we see confirmed is in the pit, so he has no time to complete a lap. We do have yellow flags once again. It looks like it is Dagon. Dagon really struggling right now with his car. And the other purple car, it looks like it is... oh. It looks like it is Guaco. I'm not sure why there's yellow flags here. We have 54 seconds remaining, so Shadow is out, but he just completed his lap. Smooth Operator, I'm not sure if this was a flying lap. Yeah, it looks like it is, because his last lap time was a 91-second lap, so 1 minute 30. So can he actually snatch pole and move up the order now? Oh, cuts the corner a little bit there. It invalidated his time, so now this lap won't count. So Smooth Operator will be stuck in P3 as the chosen one chose not to come out another time, chose not to wear those tires out anymore. So he should be quite safe. He is one of the first starting on medium tires. I'm not sure if he actually set it on medium or not. Goes now 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and the checkered flag is out. So it looks like Goals is backing off. Oxygen Thief smacking the back of Law of the Streets. I'm not sure what happened there. Who's that coming around the final corner? It's Peanuts coming around the final corner here. Comes across the line. Does he improve? He does improve. He moves into P5 on the medium tire, so a good lap there from Peanut. Oxygen Thief going really slow. Gulls, not sure if this was a flying lap here from Gulls. It is an invalidated lap, so that won't count. How about Liam? It looks like he's not using any ERS, so he's backed off too. So it looks like this might be the order for today, guys, for qualifying. A pretty intense session, not gonna lie. So it is going to be Shadow on pole by about 0.3 of a second. We've confirmed 1mm, who was on provisional pole until right up until the end. Up in P2 with a 115.5 with Smooth Operator on soft tires. In P3 with the chosen one, the first of the medium runners, with a 115.7, so what a lap from him on medium tires. And Peanut right behind, 115.9, just behind Choden. With Chris Mania for 116.0 up in P6, Oxygen Thief P7, Goals in P8, Liam Earl in P9, Dagon P10, Waku in P11, also on medium tires. But of course, Dagon onward will all have free choice of tires. So we do have Law of the Streets in P12 and Salty Sandman in P13. Looks like Dagon was just about able to sneak ahead and stay in the top 10 after having quite a few issues with his car in the opening stages of qualifying. Looks like Smooth Operator has left. Can't hear any commentary. You should be able to hear it. There's literally nothing I can do about it. Because it's not on my side. I'm still streaming perfectly fine. Hold on, the stream will be back in about 20 seconds. I just have to set some stuff up. It should be good to go now. Yeah, so there you go. Confirmation Shadow just about with 0.3 of a second. Steals it. Steals pole position with confirmed right in second, right behind him. Alright, we are on the go. It looks like there is a formation lap. Alright, as Oxygen Thief was disqualified from the session there, Oxygen Thief and Goals, right before the session even started, looks like they had a little bit of a tangle there. I'm not sure what happened. But we see them forming up on the grid here. Shadow up into P1 with confirmed 1mm. In P2 with Smooth Operator in P3. So you can see 4th and 5th, Chosen 1 and Peanuts up in medium tires. As we get a reverse view of the start. And it's lights out and away we go. It looks like... Oh, someone got a really bad start there. Oh, someone's in the wall. Who's that in the wall? It looks like it's Guaco. That's a terrible start for Guaco there. So we will switch to Peanuts, who has taken the lead. Or not. I'm not sure what's happening with the scoreboard right now. There are blue flags being shown. I'm not sure why. But that was a really chaotic start there, as we see Peanut is supposed to be in P1, but I'm not sure what's happening to the cars in front. Oh, predicted pit stop strategy. Of course, those in the soft tires will be hitting around lap 8 or 9. So it looks like a lot of the streets, that's definitely not true. I'll try and figure out who is leading right now for you guys. It looks like it is Shadow who's in the lead still, with Smooth Operator right behind him. Okay, it looks like it just updated whatever happened. I'm not sure. It should be a glitch from the game. But we are beginning in the middle of lap 1 of 35 here. We did get 2 people disqualified who are already back in the game. I'm not sure what's going on with the game. Why is it glitching out so bad? But Smooth Operator now, we will ride on board with him. Right behind Shadow, gets a little bit oversteered movement right there. That's not going to help him too much, but he does get slipstream. You can see how powerful slipstream is here. Heading into turn 1, but he decides not even to try as Shadow locks up in front of him. So right on his tail here, just 0.2 of a second separating the top, second and third. So they are fighting for second place. So there is a revised pit stop strategy, I assume. Lap 6 to lap 9 here. Oh, goes a little bit wide on the exit. Yeah, they are fighting for the lead. Oh, he spins! Smooth Operator loses it. He lost it, and now that allows Chosen 1, Peanut, confirmed, goals. All and Chris Mania all to overtake him, so that drops him all the way back to 8th place. He was running in 2nd place just now. But that dropped him straight into the midfield here. There's a lot of scraps going on. This has goals, just street dents. Now increasing, of course. It looks like he made a little bit of a mistake there. He does lose a bit of time to the car in front as Dagon. Is he going to try and make a move up the inside? He thinks about it, he does, but a little bit too far back there. He does lock up the inside front once again. A lot of drivers doing that today. Can he go around the outside? Will he even try that? It looks like someone's in the pit. Smooth Operator, of course, after spinning. does go into the pits. We'll see who else is fighting. Oxygen Thief just 3/10 behind, frustratingly close. 2/10. That he just got a really good drive out of turn 1. He goes up the inside into turn 4. A little bit of lock up on the inside front there. Once again into turn 3. Sorry, now that turns to the outside of turn 4. They're still side by side going into these blind left-hander. As he gets the move done, he does go ahead of Liam Earl. Beautiful overtake there from Oxygen Thief. As someone has a 3-second penalty. Who's that? Chris Mania. Chris Mania got a 3-second penalty. So that may play into the hands of those around him towards the end of the Grand Prix. But of course he will serve the time in the pit stop. As Smooth Operator gets another 3-second penalty too, so we're starting to see all the penalties get dished out to the drivers for probably track limits is what I can assume the most. Now you can see this little train here as someone goes way off. Who was that? That was Goals. Goals goes way off the track in the last corner. Are we gonna see an overtake? Confirmed. This is for P3 here. Peanut's able to get ahead. Stays ahead right now, but now Goals able to attack. Confirmed. A little bit of lock up there, but it looks like it may be done. Yeah, it is done. So Confirmed dropping back another position there. As the chosen one gets a 3-second penalty, there is yellow flags on the last corner of the circuit. So it looks like Smooth Operator just spun, those medium tires not being nice to him at all. As Salty Sandman's into the grass, it looks like we missed a little bit of a tangle going on there between him and Guaco. You can see the dirty air, of course, starting to affect these drivers quite a bit now. Starting to pace themselves out so they have a little bit of downforce, or as much downforce as we can get without overheating the car too. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there from Liam Earl. That allows Dagon to close up all the way right to his gearbox. Can he get something done here? DRS is of course enabled already, so now it's all about Dagon trying to get that DRS and slipstream. You can see him pull out the slipstream, but he does have DRS. He does get ahead on medium tires, crucially, of Liam Earl. So Liam Earl dropping back even more. So Oxygen Thief now try to move up the inside into the left-handed lockup once again. As Chris Mania, can you try and do the switchback? Not able to make it stick. So Oxygen Thief does stay ahead of Chris Mania now. Slightly further behind, looks like Liam Earl is trying to put pressure back on Dagon. Just 0.4 of a second separating them, as Salty Sandman is in the pits, as you saw him exit his pit box there. The last lap time, let's see who was doing a really good lap time last time around. It was the leader, of course. It was Shadow. He did a 1 minute 19.0. The closest to that was, of course, second place, the Chosen one, with a 1 minute 19.4. So the top two really enjoying the breath of clean air that they get because they are in front. So now Goes just half a second behind Peanut. Can he get something done here? He does get DRS and slipstream. You can see him closing up all the way. He moves to the inside here and he locks up both, and that allows Peanut to just say thank you very much. Slips back into third place, but Goals tries, he looks for it, he looks at the gap, but locks up on the inside again. Looks like Goals is gonna break his tires anytime soon. With the amount of lockups going on, I'm surprised not a lot of them have pits so far. We will look at the tires. We'll first look at the biggest gains. Biggest gainers and losers from the first 6 laps. So it is Shadow who maintains first position. The Chosen one and Peanut moves up 2 positions. Gold moves up 4 positions there, so he's our top gainer. from this opening stage of the Grand Prix. Now moving into P5, so that's confirmed. He did drop back 3 places, but Oxygen Thief able to get 1 back. Chris Mania losing that 1, so both of them just exchange positions. Dagon moves up 2 positions. Liam Earl maintains where he started. Walker moves up 1, and Smooth Operator lost 6. We saw him spin at the first few laps. Now, of course, they are being lapped right now. I'm not sure why. In 7 laps, they will lap people, but we do have 3 people in the pits right now. This is confirmed, having his pit stop, moving from medium tires to medium tires. I'm not sure he can finish the Grand Prix like that. It looks like he is going for a 2-stop then. That's a definite 2-stop that way. So only the top 7 have not pit so far. Everyone else has pit, so about half the field. Chris Mania and Salty Sandman both on hard tires. They just pit and came out, so a little bit of a different strategy going on. It might look like they're trying to go for a 1-stop strategy while the rest are going for a 2-stop. Going from mediums to mediums. I'm not sure why he had to pit on mediums there. He should be able to last. Oh, a little bit of lock up. Both of them locking up into that corner. It looks like it's quite a cold day. Just not able to find the grip, not able to slow the car down fast enough, as there is an issue with a stranded car there. It's lucky they were ghosted, but now we will ride on board as Ghost puts Peanuts on pressure now. Lock up there from Ghost that allows Peanuts to stay ahead and way ahead, 4/10, but that's a little bit of lock up from Peanuts that closes Ghost back up once more. So he is trying to put pressure on Peanuts. As Liam Earl has left the session, I'm not sure what happened there. We'll look at this battle. Confirmed and Guaku. Confirmed. Oh, a little lock up there from Guaku. Will that allow Confirmed to get the position? No, it does not. We'll move back to this fight for P3, for P2, excuse me. Ghouls able to stay with Peanuts, just 3/10 between him and that second position. A little bit of lock up from both of them there, the inside front. Oh, a little bit of snap as Peanuts locks up once more. It's crucial that Ghouls does not, if he wants to try and get the position, and he does not, so he takes as much of a wide line as possible. Straighten up the car, get good of a slingshot of an exit as he can. He does get DRS, of course. You can see it wide open there. And slipstream, he is closing. He does move to the outside of the track to get the overtake down. He moves around the outside. There's a little bit of lock up there from Peanuts. And they're still side by side going into turn 3 now. Goal still going up the inside and they touch wheels. But lucky no damage there. So Peanuts finally conceding second place to Goals. That was a brilliant overtake from Goals. To look at Guaco and Confirm. Confirm gets ahead of Guaco. So that's one position back from Confirmed. It looks like it was a move done and dusted, but of course Guaco does get slipstream now, but not able to make the move happen. Looks like Peanuts is sticking with the gold right in front, just about 1 second. He does have to try and reduce that to less than 1 second if he wants to get DRS. We do have quite a few drivers with penalties now. Peanuts, Oxygen Thief, and Dagon with no penalties. Oh, that's a huge lock up there from Peanuts. Oh, and he gets an oversteer on the outside, on the exit, sorry, of that. So he looks like he's really struggling to grip for grip here. Going into lap 10, of course. That lost him a lot of time against goals. So now Dagon, yep, easy overtake. It is in the pits now for Oxygen Thief. So we'll see what tires he's getting onto. It looks like he's gonna get onto medium tires. So it looks like, I'm assuming he is going on for a 2-stop race. So that sets him down to P7, as there is probably going to end up P8 or P9, because there is the chosen one coming across right now, as Chris Mania is also coming around now. You will see him. Or not, but yeah, there they are. Oh, he does feed right ahead of Chris Mania, so can Chris Mania put him under pressure? He does have cold tires here, Oxygen Thief, so this is a prime moment for Chris Mania to try and get something done. He's right behind. He is gaining, of course, but that's all gonna go away now in this set of really tight corners. Oh, but lock up on the inside there for Chris Mania. As Goals has broken into the DRS time for the lead of the race. Can he steal the P1 position away from Shadow? Shadow, of course, started on pole, is still first. He has led every single lap so far. So you can hear the beep. That is the DRS wide open now. No lockups here from Goals so far, but both Goals and Shadow have a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to cancel it out. Not able to make anything happen, but can Chris Mania now get past Oxygen Thief? He did come out of the pits in front of him here, Oxygen Thief, so... Oh, way too late, and a little lockup there, so that's not going to help him whatsoever. Goals now. Just 3/10 behind. Can he stick with Shadow? Try and get that DRS, get the overtake done into turn 1. A little bit of lock up there. As Guaco gets past the chosen one, so now it's all about the exit from here. Just 2/10 separating the two as he goes really wide, trying to close to take a very late apex there, but that dropped him back quite a bit. We'll see he is gaining quite a lot. Look at that DRS plus slipstream and overtake mode. You saw it on his dashboard. It gets the overtake done. So Girls moves into the lead of the Grand Prix now and locks up a little bit for safe measure. The chosen one is now putting Guaco under pressure. So Guaco just overtook him. So he does not like that one bit. It's all about getting the exit now for that straight. He got a much neater exit. He might not even need DRS because of that beautiful exit there from Joe once he gets past Guaco. Further behind, Chris Mania still putting pressure on Oxygen Thief, but not able to get that slingshot to get him over the line and get the overtake done. Just 7/10, 5/4, 3/10. I'm not sure what happened to Shadow there. Of course, all three have not pit yet. They are probably waiting for each other to pit so they can get the overcut done or the undercut. Oh, just as I say that, Shadow pulls into the pit, so now it's all about Goals and, of course, Peanuts trying to set as good a lap time as possible, try to push as much as he can to try and get the overcut. So Shadow falling back into P4. Looks like confirmed is in the pits too, so another pit stop for him. I'm pretty sure this is his second stop of the day, from medium tires to the hard tires, so he is going to try and look to get all the way to the end of the session. And a little bit of front wing change there. Chris Mania is within DRS zone. Right on board with him as he gets a pretty decent exit there, so it's all about him trying to close the gap up to Oxygen Thief in front of him. But of course, Oxygen Thief himself is closing up to Guoco. So it's a little bit of train forming behind. I'm not sure who that is. There is a car between Guoco and Shadow, so there is a car over there. That's Law, so Law of the Streets. He is a lap down compared to the rest, as now is the time Guoco. Can he get the move done on Oxygen Thief? Will right on board, he can't. He gets a huge lock up there on the inside front. That's not going to help his tire wear whatsoever. Prix, of course, trying to close the gap to Guoco, so a little bit of train forming here. Oh, as Guoco spins, Guoco goes right round and faces the wrong way, so can Liam? No, he's way too far away, so Guoco still managing to stay in the top 10 after that spin. We saw this same corner catch out a few drivers before. Oh, another lock up there for Guoco. He's not enjoying this lap at all. Smooth Operator now closing up on Prismania, so that little having to brake there for Guoco has allowed Smooth Operator to gain a lot of lap time here. Lock up from both of them. That's not going to help him trying to overtake. But we do have cars in front, but that is a ghoster car because he is being lapped by the rest. Smooth Operator, he does get DRS once more. Can he get anything done here? He cannot. He's way too far back. 0.6 of a second behind. Let's look through the tire strategies. Interestingly, Goals and Peanuts have not pit yet. You would think they would try and cover the undercut, but they're trying to extend their stint as much as possible. Maybe move to a 1-stop instead of a 2 or 3-stop. Yeah, you can see the top 3, Dagon, Peanuts and Goals have not pit yet, so Dagon may be the underdog here. He wasn't really towards the top just now, but he just moved to 3rd place, just 8 seconds behind Peanuts, who's another 10 seconds. As Peanuts goes into the pits, where's he going to come out now? Peanuts, he is there while Smooth Operator, where is Smooth Operator? He is coming around the final corner. Oh, as Shadow, he does get past Peanuts, so Shadow does get the undercut done on Peanuts. I'm sorry, it's not the undercut, but he does get quite a bit of time over Peanuts, 4 seconds. It was about 3 before. So that undercut really working out there for Shadow. You see a little bit of a fight going on here. Smooth Operator right behind Prismania. Confirm is within DRS for the final points paying position here. Liam O didn't have to defend, not yet at least, as there's yellow flags in, where is that, turn 8. So someone has spun at turn 8 once again. And it looks like it is Smooth Operator, so he was not very smooth there. 3-second time penalty just to add to his misery here. Multiple warnings, so you can see all the track limits starting to give these drivers a headache trying to navigate around the track without cutting any of them. So they got moved from hard tires to hard tires once more. Goals and Guoco, of course, the only two not to have pit yet. The chosen one, is he going to get the move done on Peanuts? Right, is Peanuts going to get past the chosen one? He does. He has to go around the outside of turn 3. Respectful racing there from the both of them, but chosen one able to sneak ahead of Peanuts, but Peanuts still putting him under a lot of pressure here. He thought of going up the inside, but thought better of it. That's not a very good place to overtake. But it looks like Confirmed is right behind. Oh, Oh no, Guaco has pit, so yeah, confirm going up the inside. Can you get the move done on Liam Earl? They're still side by side on the exit now, but confirm does get DRS and should be able to stay ahead, but no, he breaks much later, goes almost off the track there. Goes way too deep into the corner, so that allows Liam Earl to keep the 9th place. Confirmed, of course, the only one to have done, him and Salty are the only one to have done 2 pit stops so far. We are on lap 18 of 35, so we are about halfway there. Goes making those mediums last for 17 laps, so able to eke out as much grip as he can from the tire. And what was his lap time? His last lap time was 80.2, while those behind him, Shadow and the chosen one, 80.1 each of them. So he is nearly matching those behind him. He is gonna come out behind Shadow, of course, if he pits now, because the time lost in the pits. Oh, before that, there is someone who has spun around, and that was Smooth Operator once again. So he is really struggling on that set of tires. He should probably just pit, take another compound, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes as Oxygen Thief drops behind. But more importantly here, the closer fight that's going on right now is confirmed. Still stuck behind Liam Earl. You can see him as there is a safety car. Smooth Operator has retired from the race. So that safety car allows Goals to just take P1 just for free. You can see the car of Smooth Operator. It looks like he just spun out the track and hit the wall. We could see him struggling quite a bit, spinning out every lap, but he just loses it completely and hits the wall. You can see he's trying to car over there. So Goals, he does have to go around the entire track, though. He just came past the pit lane entrance when the safety car was called out. So Chris Mania also, this should be the time where everyone pits, especially Ghost, because now he just skips an entire pit stop. But it might neutralize the race because Shadow is so much further in front of Peanuts, so that allows each of them to get a free pit stop, essentially. But Ghost does steal the first position from Shadow. That safety car just completely changed this race. As we will watch Ghost come into the pits, so making this set of tires last 19 laps, Ghost finally able to dump the set of medium tires out, and one would assume he is going to switch to the hard tires, try to make it last to the end. We'll see how it is. Oh, someone got held up a little bit. Yeah, it is the hard tires. So Ghost looking to do a one-stop strategy, so that's pretty confident of him now. Of course, Shadow coming into the pits now. The top 3 all have a 3-second penalty, so if Dagon can stick with them and keep a clean race, he should be able to steal a podium position for himself. See the tires get changed. It is the medium tires for Shadow, so he's going to have the faster compound compared to Goals, but he might have to pit again. It is 15 laps. Of course, Goals did, make it last 19. We'll see how if Shadow is able to make those tires last, if he can be smooth on the controls. So we will just wait for the safety car to pick everyone up. Goals, of course, right behind the safety car. He is leading the race right now with Peanuts in P2, Shadow P3, Dagon P4, Chris Mania P5, the Chosen One P6, Oxygen Thief P7, confirmed 1mmR is in P8, Guaco P9, Liam Earl rounds up the point finishers. P11 is Salty Sandman and P12 is Law of the Streets. So it looks like Salty Sandman able to get past Law of the Streets. It could be because of one of the spins that happened there. You can see right now on the map, everyone is a little bit spread out. The safety car is right now in turn 13. But we still have people in turn 1 and turn 2, so It is going to take a while. It is probably going to take another 2 more laps before we actually see some racing going on, and that's going to make it much more exciting because Goals had no choice but to switch to the hard tires. The soft tires would not have lasted another 15 laps, but because of the safety car, that allows Peanuts and Shadow to just get much better tires compared to him, because they did already use the 2 compounds that they needed to finish the race. So we will see. Peanut is on 4-lap old hard tires, so that's all good for him. That was a little bit of an unfortunate timing for him. If he had just waited a little bit, he could have gotten a free pit stop because of the safety car. We do have some people in sector 3 still, so this is going to take a while. Alright, Dagon got a 5-second penalty now for a severe collision, so just as I was talking about how he should stay out of trouble, he gets into that and gets a penalty for that. So next time he pits, if he pits, he is going to have to wait 5 seconds before they work on his car. We'll see who is the biggest gainers and losers so far. It is halfway through the race, of course, slightly more than halfway, but it is Goals who has gained 7 positions. Safety car is in this lap, so they are going back racing very, very soon. You can see Goals holding everyone up. Peanuts almost pushing him along, asking him to hurry up. As Shadow gets a 5-second penalty, he did collide with Peanuts. Does he have damage? That's the important question. Oh, it's a little bit of a late move here, just as Bottas did this season. So Peanuts tries to limit the amount of slipstream as he still weaves. I'm not sure that's very safe, Goals, but he does stay ahead. He does lock up. You can see him not warming those tires enough beforehand. We'll see any other, not much issue for everyone going past. Can anyone get anything done into turn 3? But it looks like no. The chosen one. We're all so close together, it's so easy to break your front wing here. This train in the midfield, it could be anyone's game now. But Shadow picking up that penalty is going to cost him quite a bit. He is, of course, already putting pressure on Peanuts. He is on the faster compound and newer tires, so he should be able to get it done. He should be able to get P2 at least. As there is someone in the wall. That's the chosen one in the wall there. Looks like they touched. The chosen one, Guaco, Liam, Earl were all in the train just now. So it looks like they had a little bit of contact there, and that sent the chosen one into the wall, as confirmed 1MMR got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, so he too is abusing track limits a little too much. Can Chris Mania get something done here as Peanuts loses out to Shadow? So you can see the faster compound already working. Shadow just has 2 seconds gap to Goals in front, so he has about 12 laps to get that done. It's important for Shadow, of course, not to burn up his tires too much right now, because that could spell disaster for him towards the end of the race. You have a lapped car in front of Chris Mania. Looks like it's all good. The chosen one does get 3-second penalty for multiple warnings too, so you can really see how much the drivers are suffering. Goals just set his fastest lap of the Grand Prix last lap, so you can see that fresh set of tires and coupled with the lower amount of fuel than when he started is really starting to help him there. He did set a 1:18.6 this time around, so he is going faster and faster. You can see Shadow already still maintaining 2 seconds behind. Oxygen Thief tries to defend the inside line, but tries to attack on the inside line, but not able to get it done. Chris Mania still ahead, just barely though. He is able to taste that 5th place, but not able to get it for himself. See Liam Earl. He does take a much tighter line that gives him a much better exit. They're going side by side through the corner. They're still side by side. Heading into this blind left-hander, which is turn 5, but it looks like Guaco will stay ahead. But this is not the end of Liam Earl. He is determined to keep that position. You can see him sticking right behind Guaco. Now it's all about the exit here. It's just a free flat out section right after this, so gets a decent exit. You can see, you can hear the rumble strips. He thought about going up the inside, but decided better off it. That's going to cost him a little bit of time here. Now what can he do on this? Oh, Guaco locks up a little bit. DMO not able to capitalize on that yet. Does take a very early apex there. I'm not sure why he turned it so early. So he does get DRS and slipstream, but it looks like he's a little bit too far back. That exit really cost him. But he might be able to make a move into turn 3. Now DRS wide open once again. You can see him closing up 3/10, but still way too far back to make anything off it. Dagon gets another 3-second penalty, so he's not enjoying himself since the restart. Yep, Earl still sticking with Guaco, and he decides to move up the inside here. They go side by side through the chicane here. That's going to turn the outside for Liam Earl, so he does get the move done finally, but Guaco comes back at him. It was a little bit off the track here, but still able to keep it in shape. Guaco able to stay ahead somehow. Can Liam Earl snatch that place back? He does take a little early apex there, dings to the right, able to move up the inside. They're still side by side. This is great stuff from the two drivers, but Liam Earl says enough is enough and squeezes him off the road, and that gives him a lockup. So now the chosen one says, thank you, I shall capitalize on this. Gets the move done immediately. So Guaco dropping 2 positions in 2 sectors. Not a good lap for him. Move to P5 here. Chris Mania putting pressure on Dagon. They're still side by side though. Dagon is able to stay ahead. Both of them still side by side. Looks like Chris Mania tried to do the switch back. He is on softer tires, but he is going to have to stick behind. But Oxygen Thief, oh, that's in the wall. No, that's Dagon. That's Dagon. That's gone off the track. They gone off the track. As Chris Mania says, okay, I'm not sure if there was contact there. Oxygen Thief was right behind both of them, just waiting for them to fight, and then so that he can capitalize. But Dagon's in the wall now, and now he's under pressure from the Chosen One, as Chosen One gets the overtake done on Dagon. See Dagon really struggling there as a lock up from the driver behind. What can Liam Earl do here? We know Dagon struggling now since the spin. Go on board with Liam Earl as he decides to just hang back, wait for the right time in the main straight to fight. You can see him trying to turn a little early as Guaco tried to move up the inside, but there was no space whatsoever for Liam Earl. So he is about 4/10 behind. That could be a little bit too far back as Oxygen Thief lock out there, but it was still side by side with Chris Mania. Chris Mania able to stay ahead for now at least. Could there be a comeback? But no, there isn't. So now back to Liam Earl. Not able to get anything done. Oxygen Thief does get a 3-second penalty for track limits. So Liam Earl not able to get past Dagon. Oxygen Thief looks like Chris Mania made a mistake there, closes up so much, just 2/10 separating them. They go side by side going into turn 15. Turn 14, excuse me, as lock up from both of them there. Chris Mania tries to just block him off. Oxygen Thief now, which is pretty annoying, but he is under pressure from Chris Mania. Law of the Streets has retired from the race. can confirm do anything. He does get double DRS of those in front. Chris Mania goes deep. That allows Oxygen Thief to just try and get a tighter line. Oh, there is a VSC, right? Because of law of the streets retiring. He did retire in turn 13, as you can see on the minimap there. So we do only have 11 finishes of the race, as they prepare to go racing once more. Confirmed right on the back of Oxygen Thief. Can he get that 5th place? Get those 10 points for himself? Looks like not yet, but this is not the place to overtake. Oxygen Thief looks like struggling a little bit on tires. A little lock up there once again from Oxygen Thief. So oh, he binned it. Confirmed 1 MMR. He did so well up to this point, but now he just binned in just that one corner. Got a little bit too greedy on the power. These drivers are, of course, driving without any traction control, so you can see that really start to affect them. That's a terrible ending to such a good race from Confirmed. Looks like we have 6 more laps remaining, and Shadow is not wasting any time. There is yellow flags in the last corner of the track, but it's all good. Just 8-10 separating the top 2 now. So can Shadow put enough pressure on Ghost for Ghost to make a mistake, or will Shadow just run out of tires? He was, of course, pushing. He moved to the medium tires at the exact same, nearly the exact same time as Ghost. So Shadow now flying along much faster than anyone else. He did just set a purple sector, but that lockup is going to cost him quite a bit of tire wear when he's already starting to go down. Of course, 4.5 tenths, 6 tenths now. We'll go on board. Looks like he will be too far back to make a move into turn 1, but he could have it in turn 2. That's a 1:17.9 here from Shadow. The new fastest lap of the race, so you can see him trying to assert his dominance. You're trying to get that first position, trying to show Goals who P1 really should be, as Goals says, I'm sorry for taking P1 from you. Decides to lock up a little bit there, shows his weakness. Turning in a little bit early there for Shadow. Yeah, Goals has a 6-second penalty. So that 6 seconds, oh, a little bit locked up there from Shadow. Well, okay, so Goals has a 6-second penalty, but Shadow only has 3. So he doesn't actually need to push, but I'm not sure he knows this. Got a little bit greedy there on the power, nearly lost it. Who's that? P6. The chosen one has 15 seconds worth of penalties, so he might get disqualified soon if he accumulates too much. Going into turn 14 once again, a lockup. Lockout there from Shadow. He is struggling around this corner every single time, but can he use the DRS and slipstream to great effect here? He does get on the power a little bit earlier this time round, but he's way too far back, 6 tenths. Yeah, he's way too far, as someone's spun. Turn 10 is Guaco. Turn 6, so it is the turn that's catching everyone out so far. Shadow still not able to find a way past. You can see him carrying a little bit more speed through the corner there because of that medium tires, but he's not able to get the move done. Goals is just making his car 3 meters wide. He's able to keep enough pace to show Shadow a way through, but not enough to run ahead here, Goals. So he might want to pick up the pace a little bit, try to get out of that DRS zone for Shadow. Oxygen Thief now closing in on Chris Mania, a little bit of lockup on the inside there. Chris Mania also still going strong. Chris Mania now got 3-second penalty. We saw him cross the white lines just now, so that gave him another 3 seconds worth of penalties. Now Shadow, can he make anything of it? His last sector looks like it's always the one that's costing him. His last lap time was 78.8, so a 1 minute 18.8, but Goals was a 1 minute 18.6 as he goes way too deep into the corner. Looks like both of them went way too deep in the corner, both of them just got caught napping. So the gap is still about 7/10 of a second. Can Shadow get anything done here? We'll compare the Sector 1 times 28.2 for Goals, but a 28.0 for Shadow, so he did get 2/10 in Sector 1 itself. Looks like those behind him are starting to struggle a little bit. Now it's all about Sector 2. Sticking with the guy in front, but he is out of DRS zone now, or is he? No, he gets back in. So it is quite on the wire here. It is about that detection point right now, 27.8 from Goals, but that mistake in front of him you just saw is going to cost him a little bit. That's going to let Shadow get DRS, but both of them lock up in turn 14, excuse me, once again. So both of them not enjoying that turn at all. You know how much it can understeer the car because of the camber of the turn. Too far back, 6/10 of a second separating them. He is so close here, Shadow. He might just try and get greedy, try to lunge up the inside somewhere, but that's going to end both the races. He will still win the race if it stands like this because of that 3-second extra penalty that Goals has compared to him. An identical lap time set last time around, as there is someone who has spun in turn 6 once again, but he has straightened himself out. It looks like that was Guaco once more. We will look at the changes in position. So Goals right now once again still 7 positions up as Guaco Goals starting to lap Guaco. He could have waited a little bit, but that could have cost him time. If he had waited a little bit more just for that DRS detection point, he could have gotten DRS. Lock up there from both of them once more. Both of them really just don't really care about locking up anymore, do they? Just outside DRS zone, Shadow looks like his tires are starting to fall away. 78.6 from Goals, well 78.8, sorry, 1 minute 18.6, yeah, 1 minute 18.6 from Goals, but a 1 minute 18.8 from Shadow. So you can see his tires starting to fade away here. It is the penultimate lap. Can Goals keep himself in P1, or will the pressure make him crumble? We will have to wait and see. Oh, that's Guaco once more, right round. Nearly hitting the barrier on the inside there. Is that Salty? That is not Salty Sandman, so he is still going to be able to get that 1 point. The fastest lap so far belongs to who would it be? 78.0. So yeah, it's a 1 minute 18.0 for Shadow. So we saw him switch over to the medium tires, and that allowed him to just get a much better start to the stint. But it looks like somebody has a little bit of a problem. Is that the Guaco? No, that's Dagon having a little bit of an issue there, but we will go back to, it is the last lap, of course. Shadow still just 3/10 behind Goals right now. Goals just has to keep it together for this one more lap, and he will win this race. So that safety car really playing into the hands of Goals and changing the outcome of the race by quite a margin. It's a good move here. Dagon still side by side. He gets the move done, but Choden 1, is he going to try and come back at him as he loses it? Dagon, no, once more. Dagon in sent spinning once again. We will go back to Shadow now, who is still just half a second behind. A little bit lock up there from goals. Could that be the window of opportunity that Shadow was looking for? A lock up there once again. No lock up this time from Shadow. He was trying to keep it clean this time. We'll have to see if he's able to cross the line. Oh, Ghost looks like he's starting to struggle, but Shadow got a little bit too greedy when turning in there and does end up P2. But he will move into P1 if I'm not wrong. So P1 and 2, P3 just comes across the line. Peanuts, a good race from him there, a solid race, moving up 2 positions. Oxygen Thief, Chris Mania, all moving up positions. Now the chosen one, he would have hoped to finish in P4 or higher, but it looks like he will come across the line in P6. Oh, huge lock up there, but he's not too worried about it. Oh, okay. Just got bumped out of the way. I'm not sure what happened to him there. He is struggling a lot right now. I'm not certain why that's happening. Okay, comes across the line. Unserved penalty to Dagon. So we will have to see after the penalties what the order will be like. It could change quite a bit. There were quite a few different penalties. As goals gets driver, they quite rightly so, making those tires last 19 laps. Those soft tires in the first stint, so we see him celebrating there for getting P1. He does win this race around the Hungaroring. Watch them celebrate this victory. So it is the end, so goals just stay ahead. I'm not sure why Shadow got 18 seconds. On my screen it was about 3 before that, so Shadow picking up quite a few penalties, 4 penalties with 18 seconds. So he does stay in P2. Peanut, pretty good performance from him here, moving into P3 with a 6-second time penalty. Chris Mania, of course, getting 17 seconds. Oxygen Thief in P4, solid performance from him. Liam Earl would have pretty decent performance from him too, so moving up 3 positions. Confirmed, that's just unfortunate for him. He started in P2 and now he ends up P7, so he lost quite a few positions. Dagon started P10, finished P8, not bad. The chosen one, also another it will be a disappointment for him because he started P4, but he ended at P9. So the last points finisher is Guoco. He managed to keep that 10th position, keep that point ahead of Salty Sandman, while Law of the Street, Smooth Operator both DNF'd. Smooth Operator, of course, bringing up the safety car that caused the victory for goals and caused downfall for Shadow. Shadow will, of course, feel that he should have won the race, but that's racing, isn't it? It was a really, really thrilling race here, so we hope to see you back next time. Smooth Operator, it is, of course, if I'm not wrong, Smooth Operator's last race. Yeah, it is Smooth Operator's last race, so I hope you do well. You are getting busy, so I wish you well. And it's a shame to see your last race end up in a DNF, but at least you know you helped someone win the race. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time.